The Golden State Warriors have done it again, and they just won't go away. After years of dominating the entire league with the help of elite three-point shooting and star power, the Golden State Warriors seem to take a couple of seasons off. After Kevin Durant added a second ring to his finger in an already elite career, he took off to Brooklyn, leaving the Warriors for the Brooklyn Nets to play alongside Kyrie Irving. Now the Warriors are left with Klay Thompson, who just tore his ACL, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry, who broke his hand 5 games into the season. Just last year, we saw an average Warriors team, and they were just that, average, with the 14th best record in the league, just missing the playoffs. But now fast forwarding to today, we see a revamped Warriors team at the top of the league, just like old times, and Klay Thompson and James Wiseman have yet to return. The Warriors are one of the best offensive and defensive teams in the league, and in my opinion, the best team overall right now. And they have that championship experience and championship pedigree after winning 3 out of 5 finals from 2015 to 2019. Golden State is back, and their fans are happy about them being back in championship contention. Golden State Warriors organization winning and competing for championships is nothing new. Starting all the way in the 40s, we saw a player by the name of Joe Folks lead the San Francisco Warriors to a championship. Neil Johnston and Paul Arizin combined for 16 All-Star appearances, 9 All-NBA teams, and led the 1956 Philadelphia Warriors to the NBA championship. Wilt Chamberlain started his career with the Warriors and was immediately one of the best players in the league, averaging video game type numbers straight out the gate. Nate Thurman was with the team from 1963 to 1973, and he put up numbers. Rick Barry was a great scorer in the league and is one of the best players of all time, and he led his Warriors to the championship in 1975. Players like Robert Parrish, Bernard King, and World B. Free were with their team after Barry left in 1978. Throughout the 80s, we saw guys like Purvis Short, Joe Barry Carroll, and Sleepy Floyd. And in 1985, we saw 1/3 of Run TMC join Golden State. In 1989, the full trio formed: Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin. They were only together for 2 seasons, but their run together was iconic. The 94-50 win team featured guys like Latrell Sprewell, Chris Webber, and Billy Owens. Throughout the early 2000s, the Warriors featured players like Antoine Jamison and Gilbert Arenas. The We Believe Warriors upset the first-seeded Mavericks in the playoffs in 2007 with Baron Davis, Al Harrington, Monte Ellis, Steven Jackson, and Jason Richardson. In 2009, a skinny, undersized kid out of Davidson was drafted 7th overall. Everyone had their doubts about Steph all throughout his career, but after giving him the reins to the team, with the Dubs trading Monte Ellis to the Bucks, we know how this man turned out. Chef Curry turned into a superstar, revolutionizing the game, alongside teammates like sniper Klay Thompson, defensive monster Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Steve Kerr at the helm. And his team became loved just as fast as it became hated after getting Kevin Durant in free agency and just dominating the league. The Warriors have always had great players and great teams, looking back as far as you can, and this current team is no different. This NBA season has been anything but normal. We see NBA superstars like Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, and James Harden not playing like themselves for various reasons. We see new 3 players out with COVID, which seems like every 3 hours. We see teams like the Cavs and Wizards with way better records than most people imagined. But we do see some constants, things we've grown accustomed to seeing, like the Pistons at the bottom of the league, the top rookies balling out, and the Golden State Warriors as one of the best teams in the league. Like we talked about in the beginning of the video, they took a couple of seasons off, but they are back. The Golden State Warriors system has always revolved around elite 3-point shooting led by Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. What makes these two so great is how much they move off the ball and how much attention they really garner, when you must give them all that attention or they'll hit 10 threes like it's nothing. Steph and Draymond may know each other better than any other duo on the court, and they've mastered how to play with each other. Whether that be Draymond knowing just how great Steph's gravity is and creating advantage for the team, or recognizing a big and drop coverage, or when teams leave Draymond alone completely and give him an open lane because even a smidgen of space for Steph is too much. All of this off-ball play and screen setting for the Warriors creates opportunities for other guys to take the ball and go get a bucket themselves. And this season, Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole have taken complete advantage of this. Wiggins was disappointing for many in Minnesota with his insane expectations, but has revived his career with the Dubs, and Poole has shined in a brighter role. Wiggins has the athleticism to get to the rim at will, the handle and ability to be effective in the mid-range, and a much improved 3-point shot. Jordan Poole has a wiggle-toes handle that allows him to get to the rim and be an acrobat and convert tough lays, and he can get hot and light up any team in the league, along with other Golden State shooters like Bjelica and Gary Payton II, who is huge for their defense. You may know the Warriors are elite because of Steph Curry and his huge highlight plays on offense posted all over social media, but their smothering defense may be just the biggest reason for the success. Anchored by Draymond Green, this Warriors defense ranks at the top of the league. Draymond is one of the best communicators in the NBA and honestly of all time, and is extremely versatile. He can guard your 1, contest with your 5, or guard in transition and stop a team's fast break. He can do it all, but the entire team being brought in to play defense is what makes them so great. The communication is elite and they have different ways to guard different teams, good one-on-one defenders, but also guys who know how to guard as a team and want to guard as a team. With these talks of an elite Golden State offense and defense, they're still missing an all-time great who is elite on both ends of the ball. Clay returning will only make this team more elite, plus James Wiseman, who will give Steph and Draymond a dangerous lob threat. And what Draymond does for this team is so important as a seasoned vet in the system, and he's truly a genius in his play. Steph is putting up another MVP caliber season in hopes of leading his team back to the championship, and that is looking very possible. And this Golden State organization has shown great consistency. Today's day and age, the NBA is a players' league. The players don't have to wait around for the organizations to give them the necessary pieces or the correct coach. They can force their way out of a not so desirable situation to a destination that works better for them and try to win big. But the Warriors players have not had to abandon ship like some other guys in the league, with stability and consistency that is shown in this organization. From drafting Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Harrison Barnes, all within 3 years of each other, who all helped the team to win the 2015 NBA championship, to consistently finding role players that any great team needs. Now, when you draft an all-time great like Steph Curry, it's obviously much easier to build a consistent dynasty, but countless franchises draft superstar-level talent and never bring home the gold or anything close to it. Steph Curry has cemented himself as one of the best players to ever do it, and one of the most unique. Klay Thompson is the perfect player to have for any NBA team with his off-ball ability and defensive capabilities. Draymond Green is a perfect player right next to Steph and Klay who can get them the ball and anchor the defense so the Warriors are always elite. And later adding a guy like Kevin Durant just makes it unfair. But the Warriors have done everything they need to do to keep this as a consistent organization and consistent team that can consistently compete. And they're right back at it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Rashad with Hoops Times 2. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, and the like button if you enjoyed this video. Peace out.